A teenage girl stood in front of a trash can on a freezing New York night. She had not showered in weeks. Her clothes were dirty. Her stomach was empty. She pulled out half-eaten food from the garbage and ate it. 10 years later, that same girl walked across a stage at Harvard University. She wore a cap and gown. She held a law degree. The crowd stood and applauded. Welcome to Story Studio 91. Her name was Liz. She grew up in the Bronx. Her parents were drug addicts. Her mother had AIDS. Her father disappeared for days. Their apartment was filthy. There were needles on the floor. Roaches crawled on the walls. There was barely any food in the house. Liz loved her mother deeply, even though her mother was sick. Even though her mother chose drugs over her own daughter, Liz still loved her. She would hold her mother's hand. She would tell her everything would be okay. But deep inside, Liz knew nothing was okay. School was her escape. She loved learning. She loved books. But she missed so many days. Her clothes smelled bad. Other kids made fun of her. They called her dirty. They laughed at her torn shoes. Liz felt invisible. She felt worthless. When she was 15, everything fell apart. Her mother died. Liz had no one. Her father was gone. She had no home. She was completely alone. She slept on subway trains. She slept on park benches. She slept on the cold streets of New York City. Winter came. The nights were brutal. She would wake up shivering. Her fingers felt numb. She thought she might freeze to death. She begged for spare change. She ate food from trash cans. She felt like the world had forgotten her. But something inside Liz refused to break. She remembered her mother's face. She remembered the dreams she once had. She made a decision. She would not let her life end like this. She would fight back. She found a public school that would take her. She had no address, no clean clothes, no supplies. But she showed up. The teachers looked at her with pity. They did not think she would last. But Liz proved them wrong. She studied like her life depended on it. Because it did. She went to the library every day. She read every book she could find. She did her homework on subway trains. She wrote essays on scraps of paper. She was hungry. She was tired. She was homeless. But she never missed a class. Her grades were perfect. Straight A's. Her teachers were shocked. They asked how she did it. Liz told them the truth. She had nothing to lose. Education was her only way out. She finished high school in just 2 years. 2 years? Most students take 4. She applied to college. She got into Harvard. Full scholarship. A girl who slept in the streets was going to the most famous university in the world. Harvard was overwhelming. Everyone around her came from money. They had parents who were doctors and lawyers. They had nice clothes, nice cars, nice lives. Liz had nothing. She felt out of place. She felt like she did not belong. But she remembered the streets. She remembered the cold nights. She remembered eating from trash cans. She told herself she would never go back to that life. So she worked harder than everyone else. She studied late into the night. She asked questions. She raised her hand. She joined study groups. She pushed through the fear. She pushed through the doubt. And slowly, she started to believe in herself. After college, she went to law school. Harvard Law, one of the hardest schools in the country. The pressure was intense. The competition was fierce. But Liz had survived worse. She had survived the streets. She graduated with honors. She became a lawyer. She started speaking around the world. She told her story to millions. She wrote a book. A movie was made about her life. She inspired people in every corner of the earth. But Liz never forgot where she came from. She started programs to help homeless youth. She funded scholarships for kids like her. She told them that their past does not define their future. She told them that no matter how dark it gets, there is always a way forward. Today, Liz Murray is a symbol of hope. She's proof that rock bottom can be the foundation for something beautiful. She turned pain into purpose. She turned struggle into strength. She showed the world that even when you have nothing, you still have a choice. If this story moved you, show some love. Smash that like button. Subscribe to Story Studio 91 so you never miss a story that could change your perspective. Share this with anyone who feels like giving up. Sometimes one story is all it takes to spark hope. Let's keep spreading these messages together.